All right, today we're jumping into Russell Brunson's expert secrets. We're going to break down how you can tap into the expertise you didn't even know you had and turn it into a full-blown movement. So let's start with a question for you. What's your superpower? And I'm not talking about flying. I mean, what's that one thing you do so easily, so naturally, you barely even notice you're doing it?
See, here's the thing. That skill that feels like second nature to you is actually a superpower to someone else. You might be a wizard in the kitchen, right? Well, for someone who burns water, that's amazing. Maybe you can fix anything with an engine, or you can just pick up a guitar and play. Those are skills people would literally pay to learn. That simple thing, that's your hidden expertise.
So how do you get that expertise out into the world? Well, Brunson says the best way to do it is to create a mass movement. He looked at everyone from historical figures to modern-day influencers and realized that every single successful movement, whether it's a political party, a religion, or an online community, they all share the exact same three ingredients.
And here they are. This is the blueprint for everything you need. You need a charismatic leader, you need a future-based cause, and you need a new opportunity. Get these three things right, and you're on your way to building a real tribe of followers.
Okay, so let's tackle part one. Becoming that charismatic leader. And the biggest thing to get your head around is this. You don't need to ask for permission to start helping people.
But yeah, this is usually where that little voice of doubt kicks in, right? Who am I to teach this? I don't have a piece of paper that says I'm an expert. This is probably the #1 thing that holds people back. And the answer to that doubt is so simple but so powerful. Your results are your certification. I mean, think about Tony Robbins. He actually got kicked out of a training program because he was helping people without being certified. But he knew he could get them results, so he just did it anyway. And now, he's helped millions. If you can get results for yourself or for somebody else, that is all the certification you will ever need.
So, where do you find your voice as a leader? Well, you find it here, in what Brunson calls the prolific index. See, you don't want to be in the mainstream, where all the advice is kind of generic and boring. And you definitely don't want to be way out in the crazy zones. The magic happens right here, in the prolific spot. This is where you have a unique take, an inventive way of doing things that really stands out.
All right, so once you've embraced your role as a leader, you need to move on to element number 2, creating a future-based cause. Because your job isn't just about teaching a skill, it's about painting a vivid picture of a better future, a future that people are desperate to be a part of.
Your cause really becomes the culture of your tribe. And just like the rebellion in Star Wars, it's all built on one thing, hope. You're not just selling a course or a product, you're selling a belief, a vision of what's possible for them.
And one of the most powerful ways to build that cause is to give your followers a new identity. So ask yourself, what would my people call themselves? Take Killin Poland. Her business was called 2L Time Trainer. Nobody's going to say, I'm a 2L timer, right? But when she changed it to Lady Boss Weight Loss, suddenly her followers could say, I am a lady boss. That's an instant, powerful shift in who they are. And check this out. This shows you just how simple this can be. These are basically mini manifestos that people can use as their phone background. So every single time a lady boss or one of Brunson's funnel hackers picks up their phone, bam, they're reminded of who they are, what they believe in. It just reinforces that new identity over and over again.
And what really cements that identity is creating what's called a title of liberty. It's like your rallying cry. And this creates a really powerful us versus them feeling. By defining who or what you're up against, maybe it's a broken industry or an old way of thinking or even just that voice of self-doubt, you bring your tribe together. You give them a common enemy to unite against. You're taking a stand.
And that leads us perfectly into our third and final element, which is just so critical. You have to offer a new opportunity. See, people who have tried something and failed over and over, they don't want a slightly better version of the old thing that didn't work. They want a totally new path, a fresh start. You can think about it like this. Are you selling someone a faster car to help them get up the same old hill they keep failing to climb? Or are you offering them a completely different vehicle, like a helicopter, that makes that old hill totally irrelevant? That's the key. Your new opportunity has to feel so different that it breaks the chain of their past failures.
And this isn't just some marketing theory. I mean, just look at presidential campaigns. The slogans that tend to lose are all about improvement or staying the course. You know, a proud tradition, stronger together. But the winning slogans, they almost always sell a new opportunity. It's time to change America. Change we need. Make America great again. It's a pattern that works because it offers the hope of a truly different outcome.
So really, your new opportunity is the master key that unlocks everything for them. It's more than just your product. It's the vehicle that carries them to that future they've been dreaming of. It's what gives someone permission to break free from all their past attempts and truly believe that, you know what, this time it's going to be different.
Now, I get it. Creating a whole new opportunity, a whole new thing, can feel pretty overwhelming. It's tempting to wait until it's all perfect. But I love this quote from Garrett White because it's so brutally honest. You just have to accept that when you start, you're not going to be great, and that's okay. You just have to start. You will get better.
Which brings us to the famous line from Brunson's own movement, "You're just one funnel away." It's this perfect, provocative reminder that the movement you want to build, the people you want to help, it's all much closer than you think. You've already got the expertise, and people out there are waiting for a leader with a cause. So the only question left is, what new opportunity are you going to offer them?